Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 26th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, I'll tell you, the weather sure took a turn for the better yesterday, and the bourbon, blazers, and cigars went off without a hitch. And today's OMG fact explains a lot. All puppies are born deaf. And I think that also applies to teenagers as well. Anyhow, we do have some news, so shall we? A Lothian man was killed Tuesday night in a head-on crash on Maryland Route 4. Police say that a red Yamaha motorcycle was traveling north in the southbound lanes when it collided with a Cadillac near Route 258. The motorcycle was thrown into the woods and caught fire. The rider, 39-year-old David Martin Sweet, was pronounced deceased at the scene. His passenger, a 14-year-old girl from Owings, was flown to Johns Hopkins Hospital and remains in critical but stable condition. The Cadillac's driver, a 24-year-old from St. Mary's City, was flown to Capital Region Medical Center in stable condition. The police crash and reconstruction team is continuing to investigate. Election officials have confirmed the results of the 2025 municipal primary in Annapolis after an audit of the ballots Thursday morning. The retabulation, which took about 2.5 hours and cost about $1,300, confirmed no changes in Ward 4, where Janice Alsop Johnson held on to her 4-vote lead over Corinne Makel. In Ward 6, the audit reaffirmed the corrected totals that had misattributed votes on election night. Daisha Conti received 185 votes. Craig Cusimano had 124. Now, Conti will face Republican George Gallagher in November. The general election for mayor and all aldermanic seats is set for November 4th, with winners sworn in on December 1st. Now, let's hope they get their act together by the general election. A Maryland technology firm with deep roots has relocated its headquarters to Eastport on the water. Blackwood, a privately held cybersecurity and data analytics company, purchased a 5,300-square-foot building on Severn Avenue in Eastport for $1.5 million. Founded back in the 1970s, the company now employs 97 people and provides artificial intelligence, cloud, and network security services. President Ryan Morris says that the new space is designed for lab and collaboration work, and employees will not be required to commute to Eastport. The property, renovated back in 2019, features private offices, a conference room, and waterfront zoning that will allow for office, retail, and light manufacturing. The 20th annual Boatyard Beach Bash raised $160,000 in net proceeds for the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park. That sold-out event featured 6 hours of live music, food, and an open bar at the museum's waterfront campus. Organizers do say that the funds will expand the museum's programs in the maritime heritage environmental education, teaching children and adults about the Chesapeake Bay and the Annapolis maritime history. Hey, there is a lot going on this weekend, so let's give it a rundown. All weekend long, Annie at Compass Rose Theater at Maryland Hall. It continues with performances through October 19th. And the Crabtown Frolic, which is a new event here, brings Gaelic revival music to downtown on Saturday and Sunday. We do have the links on our Facebook page. Tonight, Live Arts Maryland opens its season with Brigadoon at Maryland Hall at 7:30. And Sovo has their movie night at the Hillsmere Shopping Center with the screening of The Hunt for Red October at dusk. Now, tomorrow, the Anne Arundel County Literacy Council has a book fair that runs from 10 to 4 at the Annapolis Mall at the library. The Lighthouse Pumpkin Patch opens up at St. Martin's Church on Forest Drive from 10 to 6. Third Eye Comics is going to host local comic shop day from 11 to 9. The Chesapeake Children's Museum celebrates the Worldwide Day of Play from noon to 4, and Navy faces Rice at 3:30 at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. And again, Brigadoon returns to Maryland Hall at 7:30. Sliding into Sunday, West Annapolis is going to host their famous Oktoberfest from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Annapolis Street, and Sharon Sable and Joe Holt are going to be performing jazz at 49 West in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. What a great list of events this week. Make sure you check out at least a couple of them. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this Saturday. This week we speak with Teen Savvy Coaching, a service that was nowhere around when I had teens in the house. That does drop at noon on Saturday. And today on Canines and Crosstreks, it's a lovable and beautiful pit bull mix. You want to listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos and get all of the information on how you can bring her home. And again, don't forget, we have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every single night. That is 365 days a year, all without a paywall. It is perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday or Sunday. Dropping a link right here in the show notes for you, and feel free to give it a share. All right, that's it. Now it is time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere, or better yet, tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Fish for a Cure, the Annapolis Power and Sailboat Shows, and Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. It is Friday, the weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, beat rice, and keep shopping local. Now hang tight, we have your Eye on Annapolis local weather report, and then Canines and Crosstreks. All of that's coming your way in just a minute.
It's almost time for Annapolis to shine as the sailing capital of the U.S. with not one, but two incredible boat shows coming to town. First up, the Annapolis Power Boat Show, October 2nd through the 5th. Walk the docks and climb aboard the Mid-Atlantic's largest display of powerboats. Everything from sleek center consoles and wake boats to trawlers and cruisers. Step inside a working U.S. Navy Yard Patrol training vessel. Take a spin straight from the demo dock and shop the latest gear, gadgets, and marine tech. Don't miss Brokerage Cove, where pre-owned boats are priced to move. Add in food, drinks, live music, and plenty of expert advice. It's the perfect fall day on the water. Then 1 week later is the Annapolis Sailboat Show, October 9th through the 12th. The world's largest sailboat show, right in the heart of America's sailing capital. Tour hundreds of monohulls, multi-hulls, and blue water cruisers in Ego Alley and beyond. Check out the latest sails, rigging, and navigation systems, or take part in classes and on-water workshops like the First Sail Experience. Meet world cruisers, stock up on sailing gear, and soak up that legendary waterfront vibe filled with music, food, and salty stories. Two world-class shows, two unforgettable weekends. Tickets and info for both are available now at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. AnnapolisBoatShows.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Good morning. As we head into the weekend, the weather pattern appears somewhat unsettled but manageable, with a mix of sun and showers expected in the days ahead. Today, you can expect partly sunny skies with highs near 79. A light northwest breeze will help keep things comfortable, and while a stray shower can't be ruled out a little bit later, most of the day should remain pretty dry. Tomorrow will bring more cloud cover and a better chance of showers. Highs will top out at about 75, with the best shot of rain arriving later in the day. If you have any outdoor plans, like maybe a Navy football game, you want to keep an umbrella handy. Sunday stays on the cooler side with highs in the mid-70s under mostly cloudy skies. Showers do remain possible, but it won't be a washout, just a damp and gray kind of end to the weekend. And as we look ahead to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to see continued chances of showers for every day, with highs topping out in the mid-70s and overnight lows in the mid-60s. While it won't be ideal fall weather, it's not shaping up to be a heavy rain stretch either. That wraps up your weather for today. Keep an eye on the skies, plan ahead for passing showers, and enjoy the first real taste of autumn as September winds down. And I'll be back on Monday.
Ahoy, captains and anglers. What better way to spend a day on the Chesapeake Bay than by fishing and fundraising for a cure? Join us for the 19th annual Fish for a Cure tournament, Paul C. Detter's Captain's Challenge, and Shore Party, Saturday, November 1st at Safe Harbor, Annapolis. Fish for a Cure supports Luminous Health and Arundel Medical Center's Gayton and Joanne D. Cesaris Cancer Institute. Event proceeds directly support the Cancer Survivorship Program for patients recovering from all types of cancers. Gather your crew and register your boat today at fishforacure.org. Again, that's fishforacure.org. That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, back up here at Annapolis Subaru, and we're dogless. Who are we going to be talking about?
But we're going to talk about Peaches, because Peaches has been with us since 6/13. So it's time for Peaches to go home.
She is.
That's a long time.
I know. It's too long.
It's too long.
It's too long.
Billy,
and
you
she's a
sound like you're
puppy.
mathed out.
I think we tried to do math last week. And it didn't work out great.
Yeah, I think
So
we
we're
should
just-
skip that.
Yeah.
We'll skip that. It's
Yeah.
a long time.
It's about 3 months.
There you go.
But tell me about Peaches.
But Peaches is just a baby, so we want to get her home because she's literally starting to grow up at the shelter. So she's 6 months old. She's a pit bull terrier mix, brindle and white. She's a beautiful brindle coat. And she's the happiest dog. I mean, just full of energy and love and curiosity. Typical puppy. She listens really well. Her caretakers have been sharing that she listens well, and she really does show all signs of learning, being a great learner. So in training and stuff, she'll do super well on that. And she's eager to please. So she's always very attentive to the person that's trying to teach her something, which is obviously very important for training.
Well, it's probably a really good time to get age to get a dog like
Absolutely.
that, because I mean, the really sort of obnoxious puppy stuff is sort of like kids.
Yeah.
Once they get a little, once the really obnoxious little puppy stuff goes out of the way, they're trainable, they're moldable, and everything else.
Yeah, like a teenager.
Right.
Right?
That's
but
exactly
without
right.
the phone and social media and drama.
Yeah. And she picks up on things so well. And I mean, when she's ready to go for a walk, when people are ready to take her for a walk, she's so excited. So she'd be a perfect buddy for walking, especially if you want to get in shape, or, she will force you to get in shape, which is great. But so she's just been there a while, and probably because, we have a few pits, and so unless you're looking for one, we definitely have a lot more of them than the other breeds.
Well, again, you also want to make sure that you let them know that pit bulls are a product of their environment.
Exactly. And she's sweet.
None of them are born bad.
No.
And I mean, I'm looking at the picture on the SPCA's website, aacspca.org, but she's beautiful. Got a great
really
color.
She's
Great
pretty,
coat.
and she's very affectionate. I mean, so she's a puppy that's affectionate. So when everybody takes her on walks and stuff, she'll sit with you on the bench, and she's sweet as can be. Yeah.
Well, we need to get Peaches a home if anybody is looking for and this would be a good dog for any home,
Like Billy.
pretty much.
Be a great dog for you, Billy.
I think
so
she'd be a great dog for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, I want to ask you, Billy, because we talked about this while you were gone,
Oh, geez.
about the Easter eggs that Subaru puts in their cars. Are you aware of any of these?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, and the Foresters.
Are you aware of it? So this is this, we can confirm this. I mean, I read an article, and somebody was saying that they do all sorts of crazy the engineers.
They're just like little things, like in the little etchings in the I think in like the moonroof, and then there's like in the back, like in some of the trim, like you can see some stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what
Which
they
is you
are.
were
but-
saying on the bumper.
Well, I mean, we were saying that like they'll have paw prints molded into like the cup holders.
Yep.
Cargo trays. And somebody brought it up. I think it was on Reddit. It said that there's like a little bird etched into the glass somewhere.
Yeah, usually on the
It was like,
I think it's usually on the moonroof, and sometimes it's in the back.
So is it
was it-
only the Foresters?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that's when
Why
they
didn't you
started
tell
doing
us?
it. Huh?
And why didn't you tell us?
I don't know. I mean,
I think that's fun stuff. I was hoping it was on the Crosstrek.
that is
actually, you know what, Kelly?
What?
There are some Easter eggs on your
Stop
Crosstrek.
it. You
Why
know
don't
what?
you go
No,
look
look
and you
at
come
you.
back
Don't send me out there to
and
start
you
looking for
tell
something
us
that's
what
not
you
there.
find.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's not fair.
they're super fun.
Really?
Could be puppies. I don't know.
paw prints and puppies?
You let me know what you find there, Kel.
But that's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, if, that the engineers can think about it and the designers or the builders or whatever can think about it, and then Subaru.
And you would honestly have no idea, right? Like you could drive that car for 10 years and you'd have no idea that they're there.
Well, that's exactly
Which
what
is
this
great.
was. This guy's like going, what the hell's this bird doing in this window?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, that's one of the Subaru Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know there's puppies in there somewhere, I'll start looking.
Yeah. Make sure you look
Thanks for the
everywhere.
heads up.
Yeah. Under the car.
Now I know.
Well, they were going to like hidden compartments too, sometimes like underneath the decks and stuff like that, where you could hide some stuff and everything else, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, they're funny, man.
Well, okay, so you've got a Forester. Take a look and report back.
I think it's just a Forester. There might be more.
How long have they been doing that for? Do you have any idea?
I don't really know, honestly. It's not something that I have that I've really.
We stumped you.
But you're aware of it.
I'm aware of it. I know that they're there, but like it's not really like something that somebody comes in and like asks about. Like
That's what you got us for.
It's usually there. Yeah,
That's what John's
it's usually there. They're like safety, reliability, performance. But I'm a little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the etchings of the birds in the sunroof?
We want to know what we're looking. I want to know what I'm looking for, Billy. Exactly.
I want a car with something super fun.
Subarus are fun.
That's it. Hey, Kelly, I saw, again, you guys were begging on your Facebook page, but not
Did
really
you say
begging.
begging?
But what is the Betsy Fund?
Oh, Betsy.
Because it's
Medical
running
Fund.
low, and we probably need to fill it up.
It is running low. Okay, so the Betsy Medical Fund was set up years ago, and it's named after a beagle that needed
Was the
extraordinary...
beagle named Betsy?
Yeah, you got it.
Look at
Look at
that.
you. You are on the ball today.
Wow.
So she needed some extraordinary medical care, and she got it, and she ended up living at the shelter and did very well from that. So that's a fund for animals that need extraordinary medical care. So we have a clinic, and we can do many things, but we can't do everything. So if a dog needs an x-ray or more of a bigger surgery than a spay neuter or a mass removal or amputation or something, then we have to go to outside vets. And that's where that funding comes in. And we've been using it a lot because we're getting so many surrenders, and so many are coming in needing medical care. And that's mainly because it's very expensive to take care of animals and certain health issues that they may have or medical issues.
Why are we getting so many with needing medical care? Is that unusual?
Because there's just so many animals out there. I mean, we are over capacity at the SPCA, and shelters all over the country are over capacity. There's just dogs and puppies everywhere.
Probably one of the top reasons for surrender would be because there's something that's happened that they can't afford because of how expensive things are.
It has become very common for a surrender to be based upon, this is how much it's going to cost. I can't afford to do it, so I'm going to surrender instead, which is a good thing, because the alternative obviously is
to abandon them or to euthanize them. And that's
Correct.
something that you guys don't do.
So we try our best to, and we do. We make sure that every animal is getting the medical care that it needs and deserves, and it costs a bunch of money. So that's what that fund is for.
So fill it back up.
That's right.
We do.
We've been busy.
We will make sure we put a link directly into the Betsy Fund because you can donate directly into that, but you can always donate directly to the SPCA. AACSPCA.org. They need tons of resources. I mean, I know a period of times you'll need like even blankets and newspapers and stuff like
absolutely.
that. Dog foods. You've got an Amazon. Do you have an Amazon list still?
We do. We have a wish list.
So,
and that's on our website also.
Easy way to do it if you want to make a big difference because it doesn't take a whole lot to make a big difference. So
that's right. And we thank everybody out there who's, supporting our mission.
Anything new in Subaru land, Billy?
Not really. We're just got a bunch of Crosstreks, got a bunch of Outbacks, looking to find them new homes.
Just like the SPCA has dogs?
Yeah,
exactly. We have so much in common.
We do.
Even have cars that were surrendered to us.
Oh.
Upgraded to a newer
and they're
model.
great cars, just like the
They're
animals.
just sitting around waiting for someone to come in and fall in love with
for a
them
new
and give
forever
them
home.
A forever home.
Forever garage.
Yeah, forever garage. Yeah.
I am excited. I know last week we talked about the new Outback, and that's I've seen more pictures of it. I mean, you've obviously said you saw it and got to sit in it and everything else.
It looks good. It doesn't. It really. They've really redesigned it. It doesn't look a whole lot like the current Outback, which is fine. I think that it's a little bit bigger, a little bit more more rugged looking. I think it's great. I'm excited about it. I think they knocked it out of the park.
And that's coming in early next year, you think, or late December? Late this year?
Should be December is when I think we're going to start getting them. So you never know, though. It all depends.
So that could be a good Christmas present for somebody.
It could be a great Christmas present.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people doing Christmas presents and stuff like that? Anniversary and birthdays?
Yeah, we do. We definitely, I wouldn't say it's like a huge percentage, but we definitely get some surprises. We get, people that'll, tell their spouse that they're coming to like look at cars, and then they show up and
there's the big red bow.
Red bow.
I love those.
You guys have the big red bow? That's what it is out there.
Oh, yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, the big red bow is good.
Fun.
And then, around that time of year, like actually after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's is like insanity. It's very.
Well, I remember last year you said that because it's going to be starting again soon, but Share the Love is going to be, and you guys are doing
we're doing Blue Ribbon Project again.
Yep, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
that's where it gets nuts. Do you ever get anybody come and like surprise their spouse or their whatever and go? Were there any new safety stuff that you heard up in Boston? Every year they keep refining it and making it a little fine tuning it and making it a little bit better. They just keep refining it. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff coming out. A lot of this stuff is with the autonomous driving and stuff like that. It's still a little ways away. Yeah. Some, I think each year it'll get a little bit more. But yeah, I know last week or 2 weeks ago when we missed you, we were talking about the Insurance Institute for the IIHST or something like that. Again, it was the survey with the
Insurance Institute of Highway Safety.
There you go. Was surveying the Subaru owners, and they were like, and it was like the safety feature that's on it said they would be very hesitant to buy a car that did not have that Subaru's, basically they're saying I'd be very hesitant to buy another car that was not a Subaru because of the safety, because they feel like they're much more of a safe driver.
Yeah. I agree. Which is
very cool, because indeed you probably are a safer driver.
Absolutely. And if you really do love your children, you buy them a Subaru. Otherwise, I'm doubting you. No,
as John walks down to the Yugo store.
Thanks, Dad.
I've got this great
very
little
safe.
Pinto. It's got some Firestone tires.
Pinto's very cute, remember?
Very safe.
Very cute.
The Pinto with the Firestone 500s.
Man.
Rough time in the 70s. For you young people listening, Google it. It's kind of funny. Right.
They'll be like, what? That was a car?
It was a Pinto, wasn't it?
Yeah,
kept blowing it up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, if you're listening to us right now and you're a kid, you're like, what are they even talking about?
It's a Pinto. Is that a type of...
It's a Pinto. Remember, there was some that were... Wasn't there one that was like purple or something? It was some odd color. Wasn't it like dark purple or...
Yeah, they had some weird colors. They had, and I don't even remember who made it. It was probably Ford. Ford Pinto? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Sure.
It does sound right.
That and the Firestone 500 tires that were just absolutely crazy. All right. Well, we need to find a home for Peaches, and you can do that at AAC SPCA. We've got plenty of pictures up on Eye on Annapolis as well as at their website. We need to find home for all the cars that are on the lot here at Annapolis Subaru.
Lonely cars.
We do.
Yeah.
They're lonely.
AnnapolisSubaru.com. And dates for your calendar, Jess Fest, October 11th. At this point, it's only 2 weeks away. Lights on the Bay with Lights on Leashes starting November 21st and 22nd. And then Lights on the Bay goes from the 23rd up through the new year. Best time to probably buy a new Subaru or lease a new Subaru is going to be toward the end of the year.
Yeah, middle of November, usually around the 15th or 16th through
New Year's. And you can benefit the Blue Ribbon Project, so you can help out our local Taylor does such a great job with everything there.
So we're looking for last year was 70,000, looking to increase that.
Wow,
sell more cars.
So great.
Again, when you do that, that's just such a life sounds really weird when you say life changing, but because it's an organization, but it's just such a impactful donation. It's not giving a couple basketballs to the Boys and Girls Clubs, which is
basketballs
nice.
Don't count, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, which is great.
We're just very fortunate that we're and thankful that we're able to do stuff like this. We obviously can't do stuff like this without our customers' purchasing vehicles from us, especially during that time.
Well, that's because everybody around here is smart. They know the best cars around, the safest cars around. And they figure,
do. We're also very thankful for Subaru of America for continuing to support, the hometown charities, the national charities, everybody that we support, and provide us with support in order to hit these goals and be able to write these big checks to these companies.
Subaru of America is really a different car company. I mean, you don't hear that from everybody else.
Yeah, and if you when you go to these meetings up in if it's in Boston or Vegas or wherever, that's what they talk about. They talk about all the good stuff that the retailers do and that Subaru does, and it's very little about the cars and numbers and sales. Mm-hmm. It's really just about
giving back,
the impacts that we have on the community.
Well, that's because they make a good car. Because if your numbers were bad, you would totally hear about it.
That's right.
They do.
They can talk about all the good things of giving back because the cars are so solid. That's great.
That is true.
Yeah,
very true. You guys have valid points.
Well, it's hard to listen to a Canines and Crosstreks or even, come into Annapolis Subaru any month of the year to find out that they're not supporting something, whether it be on a national level or a local level. They're always here for the community. And for that, we are thankful. I know the SPCA is very thankful.
Very thankful.
And AnnapolisSubaru.com, AACSPCA.org. And today is the 26th. So I guess we're going to be in October the next time we get together, which is crazy to think that summer has come and gone and school is back in session. And
it's fall time.
We got to go buy Halloween candy soon.
That's right.
Good Lord.
Woohoo.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
See you later.
See you.
When someone you love needs care at home, you want more than just help. You want trusted support from people who truly care. That's where Interim Healthcare of Annapolis comes in. Locally owned and serving seniors in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Charles, Prince George's, and Queen Anne's counties. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis offers personalized in-home care that's flexible, reliable, and compassionate. From Alzheimer's and dementia care to assistance with bathing, dressing, fall prevention, transportation to appointments, and even 24-hour care. Interim of Annapolis also offers respite care to give family caregivers a much-needed break. With Interim Healthcare of Annapolis, you get the backing of a trusted national network and the heart of a hometown provider. Call Art Dandridge at 443-808-1003 or visit interim.com/Annapolis to learn more. That's interim.com/Annapolis. Interim Healthcare of Annapolis. Personalized service at home, peace of mind, and always there when you need care. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.